It's a Bob Blob Show, ChicagoLandSportRadio.com, 773-966-2494. There's number you want to call in. Bob up here with Elijah Richardson. And like we teased after the update, there's been a breaking news. And go ahead and say that, Elijah.
All right, this is via the Washington Post. This was posted about 20 minutes ago. The NFL owners unanimously approve a new anthem policy that gives individual teams the authority to set their own anthem-related rules and permits players to remain in the locker room during the anthem. They also will eliminate the policy that requires at least one player to remain on the field during the anthem. Teams will have the ability to set their own policy for players who choose to take the field for the anthem, including the ability to discipline a player for any protest during the anthem. The catch is the league will have the right to fine a team if a player protests the anthem. What is your thoughts? Get the dump button ready.
It's hard to stomach, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It's extremely hard to stomach. And the fact that I do this show is the only reason why I still would watch football. Because at this point, it is the main reason why I stopped. I was a huge fan of Seahawks.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan of Seahawks. I was a Reverend LLB. I was ragging all that stuff. But once they cut all the people that was speaking up about all the injustices and whatnot and protecting the anthem and doing all this stuff, once the Seahawks ironically cut all those people that were the most vocal about it, I was like, I can't rock with them. Especially what the owner said too.
Yeah.
I cannot support this team anymore. And then, like, the fact that, like, a lot of people are all this stuff about the anthem in general, and people are protesting, and I'm like, you know what? It's still football, it's the game. Like, maybe I can somehow salvage it, but and maybe not everybody feels that way. But one, you said unanimously. That's the thing that hurts the most. Unanimously voted for this.
Which means all 32 owners voted yes.
All 32 owners voted yes on this. Not one. There are people that's more likely to not vote somebody that's well deserving of an MVP or something like that, just to troll, than it is for this. This is gonna sound super un-American, but this stupid anthem. That's what, like, all this. You are more you are willing to troll for that, but for people's right to protest issues going on outside of this anthem, going on with right now to this day about gun violence, whether it's a black on black violence, whether it's police violence against black people or white people, anything, you care more about how people are protesting that, saying that America isn't this whole land of freehold. It's still plenty of problems with it, but the fact you want to hide that and say, oh, everybody's proud, everybody's not stolen, everybody's happy, and you want to shy that away from your game and things like that, and fine people and fine people and cost penalties and things like that over. And I'll say it again, a stupid anthem that, I guess, for me, I'm saying me as a black man, never really was for us in the first place. And you're just gonna punish people for bringing awareness to that? I wouldn't want to press the dump button. I really want to press the dump button, but I have never pressed it before, so I don't know if it's gonna be censored or not. So I'm not gonna risk it. But this is if I wasn't doing this show, and I love this show to death. I really do. I love doing this show.
Behind the scenes,
I swear, if I wasn't doing this show, I would not watch the game in the NFL.
To be fair, behind the scenes, this guy does a lot. I mean, we do talk a lot during the week, preparing for the show. This dude loves the show. I mean, he's being legit serious, guys.
I promise you, if it wasn't a 2-hour show, if I didn't have to provide content, if I didn't love what I do, I promise I wouldn't watch a game in the NFL, because this is extremely hard to stomach. And I love football. I legitimately do love football. I love this game. It's been getting worse year by year. It's getting worse year by year. It was just crazy. Which is crazy because you are losing viewership. Y'all really think that the anthem is going to increase your viewership of a game that people were criticizing for the last decade because it's too soft, it's catering more towards offense, it's not really a superstar outside of Tom Brady, and all this jazz. You guys really think the anthem is the only problem?
No. You know what this whole thing is? It's a money issue.
It is.
Because they lost sponsors last year.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And whether you agree or disagree with the new rules, it's all about money.
It is.
I don't care how they try to spin this to me. I don't care.
That's the reason why everybody was on the field for the anthem in the first place, because they were getting money from, I forgot what organization, but for the military, or something like that. That's the reason why they're doing it in the first place, trying to put up this image. We're so American, USA, and you're clearly only doing it for the money.
USA is green.
Yes.
To be fair, we are about one thing.
We are.
Just like, I always tell people, and they laugh. I'm like, football's not a game. It's a business.
It is. It treats its employees. It treats its employees for them, and people are falling for it. Not falling for it, but people are willing to watch. Some players are willing to die for this game.
To be fair, most of them are, because when you line up on that field, that could be your last game.
And they're trying to do whatever it takes to make the game safer, but they're also taking away the quality of the game. But at the same time, you got people who willing to do it and are mad at the game because of the certain precautions and things like that. It turned into a different game. But at the same time, there are people retiring girls. It's just such a mixture. It's such a mixture of emotion for the game itself. Plus, you're turning into what soccer was, or football. What football is.
The kickoff I get. The kickoff was where most injuries are coming from, and we have the statistics to back that up. I get the changes to the kickoff. Mm-hmm. The helmet-to-helmet hits, I don't like how it's all on the defense. Because if that receiver tucks his head, you can't see that.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? Get out the way?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, don't hit him. I mean, we saw what happened there in the Minnesota Miracle. I mean, there's so many things that I don't like they're changing. But when push comes to shove, as a human, we are all built on the love of violence.
Yes.
Go back to Roman gladiator times. Mm-hmm. We love gladiator games.
We love the UFC.
We love the UFC, one of the fastest growing sports. Football dominates, and I can't say dominates enough. The NFL draft outdrew the NBA playoffs. An NBA playoff game, the NFL draft, round 1, beat them 3-1. Mm-hmm. It does not matter. The NFL can do no wrong. They print money.
Look at wrestling, for instance. We just talked about wrestling.
Yes.
Look at wrestling, for instance.
$1 billion from Fox. 20 years ago, we would have laughed they ever got on mainstream TV. Now they are there. Why? Because the perception of violence or real violence, we will tune in for. You throw two guys in a cage, say you two are going to punch and kick each other. Oh, here's my hard-earned money. I'll watch.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to money in the bank this year.
And that's it. I mean,
beat the crap out of each other.
Hey, this guy's going to hit another guy with a ladder. Hell, here's my money.
Right.
Hey, this guy's going to run 40 yards as fast as he can and plow into another dude. Oh, hold on, let me get my wallet out. That's who we are. We love violence. I don't care. The NFL can say what they want, spin this how they want. This is all about sponsorship and all about money.
They don't care about their players. They really don't care about their fans because they know they're stupid. They're going to fall for anything they go at. And everybody's going like, yeah, all right, finally, America. If you don't like the flag, then you might as well not play the game. But you got your wish, and now can enjoy watching your crappy product.
Here's the thing, though. At the end of the day, you know when we're not going to care about this? When the season kicks off. Mm-hmm. Because you know what? Here's the perfect example. You know who's to blame for the whole thing? We are, the media.
Yeah, we are.
The media.
We are.
Because of the fact of, had we never covered it as media, no one would have known.
Nope.
Nobody would have cared.
Nope. Nobody would have known or cared. And that's...
And I mean, because we are a part of the media now by doing our show, by going to the school. We are a part of the media. We are exactly to blame for that's the rule passing today.
It really is. We are at fault for this. And believe it or not, I really do want to not watch football. I don't. But again, I love this show because we are part of media, because we have a job to do, whether it pays or not. We have to watch it. But man, I am not gonna feel good watching these games. I'm not.
It's going to come down to the same thing though. We had all these people throwing a fit about the protest last year. Mm-hmm. Week 17, if I'm not mistaken, you can look it up. Don't quote me. I think there was 3 players who protested. Mm-hmm. Nobody knows because nobody cared. Whenever they suit up and play, we no longer care. Mm-hmm. Because of the fact of what we just talking about, violence. Mm-hmm. 2 guys hitting each other. Yep, sign me up. We don't care. The NFL in 2 years, I believe, is due to make $18 billion. Let that number sink in. Not million, billion with a B. 18 billion, which is more than any other sport. Why? Because we watch. That's why sponsors pay. ESPN pays what, $1 billion a year for Monday Night Football for 16 games. Mm-hmm. Why? Because they're making money. Because we tune in. Once again, this whole anthem protest comes down to one word: money.
This is why I like the NBA. This is we talk crap about the NBA and the game itself, but
it needs fixed.
NBA, one thing the NBA does do, you have people that genuinely in press conference and all this. It's funny how not too long ago we were just talking about how LeBron James and Kevin Durant in that car with Kerry Chamberlain, which I highly recommend you watch that old Uber conversation.
Yes.
I recommend that video to anybody. It's funny how a couple of weeks ago people were just talking about that, how either it was a great thing or it's a bad thing, but now nobody's even talking about it anymore.
No.
I'll always give credit to the NBA this. Even when they have to stay on the court for the anthem and whatnot, and cool. But off the court, you see guys all the time speaking, or we're either doing something for the community or speaking about what's going on. Speaking about what's going on every day and doing something. And the NBA, Adam Silver, to his credit, has not had tried to censor them in terms of that aspect.
No, yeah, you're
right?
100%
In the NFL,
right.
This is a clear show of censorship. This is clear.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's going to be a lot of people coming out today, tomorrow, probably in the next week. I'm done with football. I'll never watch football again. Of that percentage, how many do you believe won't watch football this year?
The same percentage of people that wasn't going to watch football because it's pretty much the same. People that said they weren't going to watch football because of the Andrew Protest are going to be the same amount of percentage of people that won't watch football because of how of the Andrew. So it's going to be the same thing.
The protest, people who didn't watch, that didn't last long.
Right.
Their ratings dipped a little bit. All of a sudden, they came up with we're going to fix it. And the rating, I mean, there's some people who didn't watch. And you know what? Hat off to you for sticking to your word. But we need to understand something because, Chris Farrell here. I'm done with the NFL, not Madden, though. We do realize the NFL gets money off of Madden.
That's true.
So if you're going to support the product by buying the video game, you're still supporting the product. So, I mean, yeah, you're protesting the game. They don't care. They're still getting your money.
They don't care.
Guess what? I'll be the first to tell you. I got a Bills hat here. I got a Cowboys hat at home. I got jerseys at home. I buy their merchandise all the time. I will never complain about their salaries they make because I help pay them. I buy the Madden game every year. Guess what? I help pay those salaries. I'm fully aware of that. I'm not going to sit here and cry at what they make. Do I agree with this rule? No. Is it going to affect me watching the game? Nope. It will not.
It's gonna be one of those things that like I said, I'm still gonna watch because I love this show so much, and I do have to provide content. And at the end of the day, I do love football, and that's part of the reason why I'm so hurt by it.
The perfect question here
Okay.
before we have to go. Who's your favorite team?
I don't even know. It was the Seahawks, but I don't even know anymore.
Okay, but for those of us with a favorite team, you have a sport where you got like the Angels,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Do you love baseball or do you love the Angels?
Love the Angels.
And that's it. Most people don't love. They love a sport, but their team is who they love. I'm a Cowboys fan. I know I have a Bills hat on. I've explained that before, why I wear it and why I root for the Bills. I'm a Cowboys fan. You better believe on Sunday, if Dallas is on TV, my day stops. That is what I make sure I watch because I love the Cowboys. I tell people all the time, I bleed blue and silver. I love the Cowboys. Do I love football? Yes, but the Cowboys are my team. I tune in every week. I live and die with my team. Same with, like you said, the Angels. That's your team. We all do that. We all have our team who, through thick or thin, that's our team. And doesn't matter what the league does or approves or doesn't approve, we will still be there for our team.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day,
it's true. But like I said, I'm still gonna watch. It's just gonna be hard to stomach and hard to. It's gonna be hard. I'll say this, and I'm gonna close with this before we plug and stuff. When somebody asks me why do you watch football, considering what's going on, I don't have an answer anymore. I don't have a good enough answer for the people that don't watch it because of things going on. I don't. I used to, but I don't.
The simple answer: I love the game. I don't love the business aspect. I love the game.
Then you're gonna ask, what are the people itself? Like, look.
But
like I said, I have no good enough defense for it.
No, I'm not disputing that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is. We love the game. We may not love the NFL for what they're doing, but the game of football we love. Is that fair?
It's fair. Like it's fair. It's just not. It's not going to be a fair, considering what's going on. It's not going to be a fair answer to a lot of people. And it's gonna sound bad. You love them more than your own people. That's fighting on.
But as a sports fan, the word fan is fanatic.
Yeah.
We aren't. What's the stupid word I'm looking for? We aren't fanatic. I can't find the words to describe what I'm trying to say. But we're not
blind. We're not blind to what's going on.
Well, we love the sport. We're a fan. That's why.
It's pretty much an addiction. But real quick, Bob92 on Twitter. I'm still Bob on Instagram. Subject for every number and name on Facebook there. Elijah
Richardson on Facebook. That's where I'm posting the most. I'm starting to get better at Twitter and Facebook, or Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I'll get those out there to you guys once I use those more. For now, just get me on Facebook, and I promise in the coming months I will get better with the rest of them. Everybody have a great night.
And everybody, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week. BobShow.com, sportradio.com.